Alright guys, so today's video is on the Baseus Eli Sport 1 open ear style earbuds. Now, Baseus is one of those companies that when I first started checking out true wireless earbuds, they were one of the first companies that actually offered a lot for your money. There was a specific pair, I don't remember the model number, that just caught my attention. So when I saw that they had an open ear style design earbud, it's definitely something I wanted to check out because open ear style earbuds have become like the thing. It's allowing us to listen to whatever we're listening to and just kind of stay connected with the world around us. You can still interact with people, you can hear traffic, you can hear everything just as though you would if you didn't have a pair of earbuds in because of their open style. Now, the Baseus Eli Sport 1 comes in at $79, but right now because they're on sale and there's the little coupon box you can check off, you can pick them up for only $48. So under $50 for a pair of open ear style earbuds is really going to be intriguing if it lives up to the sound and the features and all of that, which we're going to talk about. Now, these do have Bluetooth 5.3. They only have AAC and SBC Bluetooth codec playback, which that, in my opinion, on an open style design earbud is fine. You're not having the sealed off sound like a normal pair of true wireless earbuds. So for the most part, you usually can't take advantage of, aptX HD or LDAC or anything like that, but we've seen these type of Bluetooth codecs in other earbuds. Now this pair is also using very large 16.2 millimeter drivers. Open ear style earbuds have to use larger drivers because they have to output more and they're competing with your surroundings. Now this pair also has a bass enhancement, which we're gonna talk about, and it has a gaming mode. So it can cut down lag when it comes to movies, videos, or gaming, which makes this a really good pair for using for different types of media. Now it does work with Baseus App, which I highly recommend downloading because not only does it allow you to keep your earbuds updated, you can switch around some controls if you want to. There are some different EQ options, and I do want to throw out this warning. This is something that completely scared the shit out of me. If you have it in the mode or EQ mode that's on them out of the box, and then you go to custom mode, like you're just going to EQ them the way that you want, I do not recommend listening to music when you switch from one EQ setting over to custom mode. It immediately blasted the volume. It got much louder in custom mode than it did regular EQ mode, so do keep that in mind. Now also within the app, this is where you would turn on the bass enhance feature, which again, I highly recommend, especially if you're a bass head. This adds so much to the sound, which again, we'll talk about once we get to that. Also within the app is where you would switch on the gaming mode, and it has a Find My Earbuds feature. So that's a pretty decent amount of options within the app to be able to use on these earbuds. As far as using them outdoors, it only comes with an IPX4 rating. Again, this is something that I've complained with other open style earbuds. It seems like IPX4 is the max they want to go. I don't know why nobody's going up to like IPX7 or IPX8 to go completely waterproof, because these are made to use outdoors and use in your everyday, everything that you're doing. So this is a pair you'd want to keep in all day. Now, as far as what they've included in the box, it does come with a nice flat, like pretty large hard case, but by design it has to be a larger hard case. It has a clear lid on the top. The case though is not a Qi wireless charging case, so also in the box you're going to have to use the USB-C cable that's included. And they've also included a neckband attachment. This allows you to attach both earbuds to one another. So if you're gonna go out riding a bike, if you're gonna go out running and you need to take them out for a little bit, they can just hang around your neck instead of actually leaving them in your ears or on your ears. So I actually like this. I'm somebody that does like to just take the earbuds out, kind of leave them hanging while I'm not using them. Now going back to the charging cable, or speaking of charging, battery life on these are pretty decent. You can get about 7.5 hours on the earbuds themselves, with about 30 hours total using the case. Now one feature I did not see listed, and there's no information on, is there's no fast charging that I've seen. So do keep in mind it's going to take you about an hour and a half to fully charge these. Now going back to the design, and we're going to talk about the design of the earbuds here. I really like the subtle, clean look that these have. Now, they're available in 2 different colors. You can see that I have the white and like neon yellow or neon green model. It just has this clean look to it, but it is available in just a solid black. It's extremely comfortable as well. Now, it's silicone around the part that goes around your ears. That basically keeps these from like rubbing your ears. They actually use some titanium wiring inside of this silicone band to allow it to just kind of form around your ears a little bit better. It's very simple as far as the controls go, but there is something that's a little confusing. If you look in the instruction manual, it tells you that the touch part is the circular logo that's on there. It's not. It's actually right there in the middle of the earbud, and it's kind of hit or miss with the controls. I couldn't always get it to do exactly what I wanted it to do every time, but once I realized that the touch controls were in the center, it responded much better, and I am happy to say that they do give you control over everything out of the box. So although you can go in the app and switch some things around, it's nice to know that you don't have to. You do have control over everything out of the box, and they do not give you single tap functions. So if you do need to kind of grab them and adjust them, you don't have to worry about like accidental touches. So that is also a nice touch. Now, if you're going to use these for phone calls, I think they have some pretty decent mics. Now, it has 4 environmental noise canceling mics. It is saying that they're using AI to block out your surroundings, but it's also using AI to block out wind noise. And that is very important with any kind of pair of earbuds while on a phone call, because you usually can hear wind extremely easily, especially if you are riding a bike or running. But you guys can be a judge by listening to a test here. So here is a mic test using the Baseus Eli Sport 1. I do notice some digital noise to my voice, and it does add a little bit of warmth, but this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call. And so now here is the mic test with the crowd noise being played, which you can hear here. And so this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call in public. So now let's talk about the sound. Now, I felt that they had pretty nice bass out of the box. This is not something that you normally expect with an open ear style design earbud. But once I went into the app and I turned the bass enhancement feature on, this is where it surprised the hell out of me. You can actually hold the earbuds in your hand and you can feel the vibration while listening to music. You know, you can just feel it there. So when it's on your ear, you have that feeling of a slight vibration, and the bass is very impressive on this pair. This is some of the best bass that I've heard on any open style design earbud. And it just worked across all genres. It did not get muddy with listening to metal or anything where there's a lot going on. When you're listening to more simpler genres like pop and hip hop, the bass just has this really nice punch to it. Everything comes through very clean because you can tell that there's a lot of focus on the mids and the treble. The mids have a slight boost so that you're always able to hear like male or female vocalists. It does a really good job with TV shows and movies and podcasts because dialogue was always up front, and the treble has this nice clean sound to it. It doesn't get overly bright or harsh, but you can hear a lot of subtle details. You can hear like the crash of the cymbals. When you're watching movies, you can hear, you know, all these subtle things. It does a really good job of picking all of that up. And because of its design, the soundstage and the sound imaging is very impressive on this pair. It sounds extremely wide open, and being able to tell where different sounds are coming from, like if it's to the left or the right, if there's some distance to it, you have some pretty good awareness of where different sounds are coming from. So my overall opinion on these, it's really simple. If you can get them at the sale price right now, it's a hell of a bargain. But even at its normal regular price of $79, I still feel like this competes with a lot of the other open ear style design earbuds that are like $150 or $200. The sound is that impressive. Now, do keep in mind you are going to be giving up, you know, not having the fancy Bluetooth codecs. The touch controls, for me at least, were kind of hit or miss. I'm not like normally a huge fan of touch controls anyway. And I do feel like the IPX4 rating is just low, but you know, this is kind of the norm across all other open ear style design earbuds. So if you can look past those things, I think the sound quality on these, I think having that neckband attachment is really nice. The look and the feel of these are very premium. They don't feel like a cheap pair of earbuds. I just think it's well worth the price. And I've said this before, whenever I'm looking at any audio product, the sound quality is what's most important. And the sound quality is where these check off all the boxes. And I don't feel like you're sacrificing anything because of that open ear style design. And honestly, I've checked out the Bose Ultra open earbuds lately, and I feel like these directly compete with those. And in this price range, that shouldn't be something that's possible. But again, some people are paying a lot for brand names because, you know, they can charge that much. But companies like Baseus feel like they have something they have to prove. They have something that they need to grab attention, so you're getting that lower price tag, which again, I feel like makes these an absolute steal. But guys, that's my video on the Baseus Eli Sport 1 open ear style earbuds. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.